By the Athletic Institute in 1973, Mr. Engh served as National Director of Youth Sports. During his tenure with the Institute, he helped form the National Council of Youth Sports Directors, an organization representing 25 national youth sports organizations whose total participants come close to 12 million. The author of several articles on youth sports, Mr. Engh is now president of the National Youth Sports Coaches Association, and let's welcome him as we always do.
Thank you very much, Bill. And John, you see what happens after 25 years as an athletic director, they still don't know your name. I know John, and I know people that spend time as an athletic director. It's a tough job. I would like to say it is, as everybody always says, a great pleasure to be here, coming from West Palm Beach, Florida, to see the same kind of weather you're having up here as we're having there all winter. So if you didn't get down this winter, count yourself lucky, because we haven't had a very good winter down there. I look around at the audience, and I was asking Larry before, I said, what is the makeup of the group? And he described it as parents and coaches and kind of everybody from all walks of life. And then I got talking about the fact that our organization and some of the things that we do, we deal with recreation people all over the country. And I tell them that they are probably the least appreciated people throughout the world in terms of what they do and the services that they provide for people and the image they project in the community. But I see here what you're doing in the Arlington area, and it's encouraging to see that people like yourselves are greatly concerned about what happens in recreation. So I applaud you and your efforts. I see in other areas of the country, however, a different story. A lot of people tell me they're fed up and they've had it. Remember, one guy was telling me, he said he got out of the business and decided to be a monk. And he said, gee, you decided to be a monk. He went in to be a monk, and the head monk said to him, I don't think you understand this. He said, you can go in, and when you be a monk, he said, you can't talk in here. And he said, what do you mean you can't talk? He said, well, you can say 2 words every 5 years. And he said, you still want to do it? And he said, oh, I guess so. So the guy's in there, he's in there 5 years, and he says, my son, you may now say your 2 words, what will they be? He says, food bad. So now he's in there 5 more years, and he says, what will your 2 words be these 5 years, my son? He says, bed hard. Now the guy's been in there for 15 years. He goes in, he says, my son, you've been here 15 years, what will your 2 words be these 5 years? He says, I quit. He says, I guess so. All you do is bitch and complain anyway. I'd like to ask you, how many people in here are the parents, either right now or have been parents of children involved in youth sports? And when I say youth sports, I mean from the ages of, say, 5 to 16. So a great majority of you. Normally at this stage,